So welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today I'm doing ranking first entries of 10 franchises. Shoutouts to Mr. Hat Reviews. I was inspired by him, so giving all the credit to him. So yeah, this is obviously ranking the first entries of 10 horror franchises. I do enjoy all of these, but I had to put them in a ranking, and that's what I'm doing right now. Coming at number 10 is Puppet Master. I enjoy Puppet Master. There's some moments that do slow it down, but I think Puppet Master, it is a unique film. You know, the puppets themselves is iconic, I think. And I think, in my opinion, there needs to be a Puppet Master remake. In my opinion, there needs to be a very high budget remake with practical, with practical puppeteering. I feel like if that happened, Puppet Master would be iconic, in my opinion. But yeah. Number 10, Puppet Master. Number 9 is Leprechaun. Leprechaun is a fun movie. It's just fun. Like, Leprechaun is a fun movie. It's very, very entertaining, very crazy type of movie. And I don't think they knew what they had on their hands. I think they could have did a better job with the kills. Again, like I said, they didn't know the potential that they had with it, so they just kind of did what they did. But Warwick Davis as the Leprechaun, he did a really good job. Jennifer Aniston is also in it. She did really good. So number 9 is Leprechaun. Number 8 is Wrong Turn. Number 8 is Wrong Turn. I enjoy the first Wrong Turn. You guys know how I feel about the other Wrong Turn movies, but really the first one is obviously the best one. In this case, yeah, it is the best one. Wrong Turn is just, a really unique type of modern day slasher. Not only do you have, can't talk. Not only is it a modern day slasher, you get like more than one killer. You get, these like these people like in the backwoods of Virginia or something like that. And Wrong Turns is a very good movie. Don't know why they had to do the sequels like that, but it is what it is. Number 7 is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make some people mad, but I don't enjoy this Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I've said I enjoy the remake way more. I enjoy the remake way more. But yeah, number 7 is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't watch it a lot. I know it's gonna make some people angry. Oh, that's a classic. That has to be at least top 4. For me, it's not. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so obviously that's why it's number 7. So yeah, number 6 is also going to be a controversial one. It's Friday the 13th. Yeah, controversial one. Friday the 13th is at my number 6. And let me explain. I feel like it copies too much from Halloween. I don't like that. I understand what they was going for with Friday the 13th, but you don't need to copy something. You can be inspired by something. And I think if you're inspired by something, you're going to, get way more creative than just straighten up copying. So yeah, number 6 is Friday the 13th. Not a big fan of Friday the 13th. I'm not a big fan of the final girl on Friday the 13th. It's not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. So that's my number 6, Friday the 13th. Number 5 is now I say my top 5 was the hardest for me to make, but my number 5 is Insidious. What can I say? Number 5 is Insidious. I love Insidious to death. I love this film. It does a really good job of not showing too much, and then when it starts to show like more of the demon, I think they do a really good job handling that. You know what I mean? James Wan is a master in what he does, and you cannot deny that he knows how to work a camera. And I don't think he gets enough credit, especially now. He don't get enough credit. But yeah, number 5 is Insidious, just a fun PG-13 horror movie. And again, horror. I am a very immune. I am a very immune to horror movies. Right? I'm a very immune to horror movies. So when I watch Insidious, it does get under my skin a little bit. I go like, oh, okay, this gets me. After like all the times I've seen it, it still gets to me. Like, it's just one of those films that's good freaky. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good freaky film. And if I had to sit here and rank my favorite supernatural horror movies, this probably would be number 1. For real. Number 4 is Saw. Saw, what can I say about this movie? It's just a perfect low budget movie. Again, James Wan knew what he was doing with this as well. It mainly takes place in one spot, and the other spots are like flashbacks or stuff that happened before. And the twist at the end, the whole score is one of the most iconic scores that no one talks about. The Saw score is just as iconic as The Exorcist, just as iconic as the Halloween score. And that's my personal opinion. Now, this top 3 was kind of difficult because I was going to switch it up to not make it predictable. But my number 3 is Scream. Scream is my favorite. As you guys know, it goes Chucky, Michael, and then Ghostface for me. Those are my top 3. So, of course, 3 had to be Scream. What can I say that hasn't already been said about Scream? Scream is such an iconic movie. Ghostface to me, is right up there with Chucky. He's right up there with Jason, Freddy, and Michael, and Pinhead. He's right up there with all of them. But to me, it's sad because this particular movie does not get enough credit. Maybe because it's not old enough yet. I don't know. Maybe we got to reach that 35-year mark for Scream for people to finally, realize, how iconic this movie is. I'm not sure. Hopefully, Scream 5 that comes out next year, hopefully that movie, makes people go back and watch the original, because Scream is just iconic and you can't go wrong with Scream. It boosted the horror genre, brought back the horror genre, and Scream did a lot for the horror genre, in my personal opinion. Number 2. You guys know what number 2 is. Number 2 is Halloween. I actually just reviewed this off topic for a minute. Even though Halloween Kills has sadly got delayed, I will be continuing on with my Halloween reviews. I'm just going to do them a little bit differently. I wasn't going to review part 2 the next month, but I'm just going to go ahead and review part 2 and 3 this month. But back on topic, number 2 is Halloween. Go check out my review on Halloween. What has not already been said about this movie? Iconic score, iconic scenes, pop culture reference. If you hear this score and you've never seen the movie, you know what this score is from. Such a simple premise, and it's so effective. What John Carpenter and Deborah Hill did, it's amazing. What they was able to accomplish in this film. Love Halloween. My number 1, Child's Play. 1988, Child's Play. Child's Play 1988 is the reason I'm sitting here talking about horror. It's the reason I love horror. It's the reason why I'm here. It's the reason why I'm here talking about horror, doing these, horror reviews, and, buying horror collectibles and just watching horror movies. And, I remember the first time I seen Child's Play. I was probably, I want to say 5 or 6, about 5 or 6. And just Child's Play, it always stuck with me. It always stuck with me, it always stuck with me, I really never got into Freddy, I never really got into Jason like that, but Chucky, off topic, and Michael and Ghostface always did it for me, they always did it for me. And Child's Play is the reason I'm sitting here talking about horror, doing this video for you guys, because I'm a huge fan of this movie. And I'm a huge fan of this whole franchise, but obviously I am ranking the first one, so we're going to talk about part 2, obviously, in the next video. But yeah, I love Child's Play. It's the reason I'm sitting here. Child's Play, it's just, Brad does an awesome job as the voice of Chucky, but Dom Mancini and Tom Holland, not the Spider-Man, what Tom Holland and Dom Mancini was able to do was, I think, something special, something that will always be remembered. And I love Child's Play. Even the remake, I even love the remake. And you can love the original and the remake. I am a hardcore, die-hard Chucky fan, and I love the remake. I hear people talking about, if you love the remake, you're not a die-hard Chucky fan. Well, sorry to break it to you, I'm a die-hard Chucky fan, and I love the remake. I may even watch it tonight, because why not? But yeah, Child's Play 1988. Love this movie is the reason I'm sitting here I've been preaching, for the past minute or so. But yeah, that was my top 10 ranking of the first entries in the franchise. This next video, I'm gonna be doing the second, ranking the second entries in the franchise. Like I said, shout outs to Mr. Hat Reviews. I will be linking his video, top of the description. So top of the description, I will be linking his video, top of the description. And why not go check out some merch as well while you in that description box as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Do this ranking in the comments. Let's have a big interaction in the comments. And let me know your top 10 ranking of the first entries. How would you do this list? Would you put Insidious at your number 3? How would you do this list? Let's have that discussion in the comments. Make sure you smash that like button. Please subscribe first time viewer. Hit the notification bell. And I will see you guys in the next one.